Yeah, Bob. So we've been reporting on the issues in the Ballpark neighborhood for months now, and this was another community council meeting tonight. But this comes, of course, after some recent violence and homicides. And one of the things they discussed tonight had almost nothing to do with what's going on outside the windows, but more about the other processes in the system. Yet another meeting about safety, tailing a couple of concerning weeks around the Ballpark area. A neighborhood wondering how to curb crime and cut down on homeless encampments. One focus of the meeting,
issues
challenges at the jail.
We seem to have been dealing with jail capacity issues for years, even before the pandemic.
The Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office explained to us ahead of the meeting.
We're not taking in or not keeping as many people inside the jail that we normally would.
Chief Deputy Matt Dumont tells me COVID cut jail capacity by about a third. He says they book about 50 people a day, but just as many walk back out the doors. Some released because of overcrowding, usually those charged with less serious crimes.
We need to make sure that we have room in the jail to keep the folks who are truly a danger to our community.
He says they're working with the city to address some of those issues. People also had questions about a nuisance ordinance. After a recent murder outside a building, neighbors had been complaining to the city about for months.
What is missing that prevents you guys from your department from addressing the property owners head on, from whatever is causing, the same murders that happen on Kensington, the same murders that happen on Main Street in broad daylight? What is missing?
The answer for that could come from the state legislature.
We're going to be coordinating with the city to find out what we need to do to propose legislation.
While some of the solutions will take time, there is an immediate step, the chief and sheriff explained, the newly announced 2021 crime plan to crack down on violent crime.
Once that plan is put in place and the enforcement starts happening, you will see a difference in your neighborhoods.
People had questions about drug use. What do they do about continuing to call the police? And Chief Brown did say that they are continuing operations, even undercover operations in that area. They are also sending out social workers to offer services to those experiencing homelessness. Live in Salt Lake City, Lauren Steinbrecher, Fox 13 News, Utah.